Han Tianzuan descends, profound affection, descendants bow down. Welcome, fellow Taoists, back to Donghua Family on this journey to pursue the ruthless Great Tao. At the end of the previous episode, the incident of Han Li taking action to eliminate the members of the Ghost Spirit sect quickly shook the 9 provinces, instantly alarming sect ancestor Shattered Soul. Because among those unfortunate individuals were the close subordinates of Wang, the ancestor immediately sent a warning message. Upon receiving the soul transmission from sect ancestor Shattered Soul and learning that Wu Hong had perished, Wang was furious. He instantly ordered all his subordinates to track down the perpetrator who dared cause trouble at the Sea State branch and to ensure that the individual would be scattered soul and annihilated spirit, forever unable to reincarnate. Just as the storms were brewing outside, in the Woolly Gorge region, Han Li had flown to the Han clan ancestral hall. His profound gaze swept over the spirit tablets of his deceased relatives, and a wave of emotion inevitably swelled within his heart. Cultivators often delude themselves with the saying, "The Great Tao is ruthless," but ultimately, that is just a facade covering a soul still tied to the mortal world. Even having attained the immortal realm, Han Li could not completely sever his affections. These emotions were simply hidden deep within his solidified Tao heart. Thinking of this, Han Li slowly approached the spirit tablets of his parents and younger sister, stopping to quietly reflect on the warm memories of the past continuously flooding his mind. Just as his emotions were peaking, the ancestral hall door made a clack sound and was pushed open. Immediately after, a middle-aged scholar and a bearded strong man entered. These two were none other than Han Tianxiao and Li Feng, the nth generation descendants of Han Li and Li Feiyu. Indeed worthy of Li Feiyu's bloodline, the strong man, Li, immediately sensed the extraordinary aura of the stranger upon entering. Without a word, he channeled his cultivation and lunged forward to attack. How dare he challenge a Han Tianzuan? Only a flash of azure light was seen. Before Li Feng could even strike, he was sent flying backward by Han Li. Not far away, Han Tianxiao, quite befitting a descendant of Han Tianzuan, immediately sensed the situation was unfavorable. He took a cautious step back and asked with suspicion, "Brother Li, are you alright? Are you injured?" The strong man Li checked his meridians, finding no damage, and lowered his voice. "I am fine. I wasn't injured." The opponent's skill is profound and unfathomable, but it seems he harbors no ill will. Hearing this, Han Tianxiao settled his mind, turned toward Han Li, clasped his hands, and politely spoke. "I am the current Minister of Works, the master of the Han clan. May I ask what business Sir has with me here?" Hearing the opponent claim to be the master of the Han clan, Han Li slowly turned his head. The moment the two saw Han Li's face clearly, they stammered simultaneously. "You? Impossible." Han Li slightly raised an eyebrow, his eyes sweeping over both, and he asked with a query, "Do you recognize me?" Han Tianxiao, still utterly shocked, his voice trembling. "How can you even ask, sir? You must have looked at the portrait of our 4th ancestor to have disguised your appearance, so why refuse to admit it?" Hearing the 3 words, 4th ancestor, the corner of Han Li's mouth involuntarily curled into a smile. That year at home, he was the 4th child. Indeed, the 4th ancestor could only be him. What puzzled him was that he had left home in his youth. How could these descendants of the Han clan know his appearance? Han Li smiled gently, calmly stating, "Oh, did I ever claim to be your 4th ancestor? Is it not permissible for my appearance to be naturally like this?" Han Tianxiao pondered for a moment before saying with certainty, "It is normal for people in this world to resemble each other. But an appearance so incredibly similar to an ancestor's and moreover, being inside the Han clan's ancestral hall, can perhaps only be you, sir." Han Li's expression was composed, and he casually praised, "Not bad at responding. Worthy of being a court official. The Han clan's current prosperity is certainly thanks to your efforts." Hearing this, a cold light flashed in Han Tianxiao's eyes, a hint of anger present. "What do you mean? Are you truly impersonating my ancestor?" Han Li turned his gaze toward the bearded strong man. He slightly narrowed his eyes, seemingly feeling a sense of familiarity. He laughed heartily, his voice calm. "Impersonation? I am myself. Why would I impersonate? Now, you must tell me why you know my appearance. Remember clearly, I left home when I was very young. How could the family members know my features? Could it be that people from the 7 Mysteries sect informed you? Oh, your surname is Li. So, what was Li Feiyu from those years to you?" Li Feng was stunned, then revealed a look of profound terror. You, how do you know the name of my patriarch? So, you are even clearly aware of the matters of the Li family. Han Li did not deny this, simply smiling. Meanwhile, Han Tianxiao, hearing Han Li mention the name of the Seven Mysteries sect and Li Feiyu, was inwardly shaken. He asked with some doubt, "You keep claiming to be the ancestor. Moreover, you clearly know that ancestor Han left home as a child, and no one knew where he went afterward. But so many years have passed. Does that mean, sir, that you are over 200 years old? I cannot tell how you could be so advanced in age." While Han Li's descendant was still filled with suspicion, Li Feng quickly cupped his hands and spoke. "May I ask, sir, are you what people often call a cultivator? If this is true, and you are a cultivator, you would not bother with mere mortal commoners like us, given your status. I wonder if Senior could prove his identity? After all, this matter is of great importance, and my esteemed brother Han, and I cannot simply believe someone based only on words." To prove the identity of the person before them, Han Tianxiao then presented various old belongings of the ancestor for Han Li to test. Without needing to think, Han Li picked up each item and detailed its history. "This small bow and arrow belonged to my second brother, Han Zhu, and this wooden hairpin belonged to my mother." The undeniably successful recognition of the items completely convinced Han Tianxiao and Li Feng. They both knelt down and bowed. Unfilial descendants pay respect to the fourth ancestor. After acknowledging his descendants, Han Li also admitted he was a cultivator. He gifted Li Feng 7 or 8 bottles of high-grade spirit pills to help enhance the strength of the Li family disciples. Next was the gift for the Han clan. Han Li took out over 1,000 gold-devouring insects from his storage pouch, condensed them into a spirit-devouring sword, and instructed Han Tianxiao that the sword could only be used 3 times to save the clan from danger. Each use would annihilate all living beings within a 10-mile radius. Along with it was a jade pendant. Only those wearing it could draw the sword. Having said this, Han Li ascended, transforming into a streak of light and flying away. Li Feng and Han Tianxiao watched his disappearing silhouette for a long time, still stunned and lost in thought. They looked at each other, knowing that this fateful encounter had initiated an immortal affinity that would fundamentally change the destiny of their two clans. This concludes episode 163 of Immortal's Journey to Immortality. Donghua Family bids you farewell, and we will see you in the next videos. May all fellow Taoists soon ascend to immortality.